Jesus Christ. Only scrans. Fuck me. Morning all and welcome to the channel. If you are new here, I am Nick, aka Baldy Outdoors. This channel is all about the outdoors, nothing specific, just wild camping, hiking, multi-day hikes, gear reviews, you know, you name it. So if you're new here and you haven't done already, please hit that subscribe button. Today we are on a hike and we're going to be doing a section of the Leeds Liverpool Canal. But we're not going to be finishing in Liverpool, we're going to be finishing in Southport. If all goes well and my phone don't die, I can show you a map of the route right now. So here we are, starting at Appley Bridge. Proceed down the Leeds Liverpool Canal, reaching Parbold. Carry on down the canal. You're on the canal for approximately 10 miles, passing Latham, before going through the village of Bursker. Once you've passed Bursker, again you carry on down the canal, which is just scenically beautiful, which you'll see in the video in a bit. Once you've done about 10 miles down the canal, you'll end up hitting Scarisbrick when you come off the canal, and then it is road walking all the way to Southport. I would strongly recommend wearing headphones for this bit. Finally reaching Southport. So yeah, hopefully, obviously we've started off in the lovely scenic village of Appley Bridge, which you've probably just seen there. We are kind of in an unofficial race with the sun. So the idea was to get here at 08, well, sunrise was at 08:19, and we got here at 08:18, I think it was, or the other way around, one or the other, either way. And sunset, bear with me. 15:50, apologies for the wobble there, 15:50, so the plan is to get to Southport before the sun goes down. Put your feet up, get the kettle on, crack open a tinny, whatever you do, and join me on this lovely walk down the Leeds Liverpool Canal to Southport. Now I did do this video a couple of years back when I first started my channel, but it was horrendous. You know, I just started out YouTubing. I think my only other decent video was, well, my only decent video I think was the West Highland Way back in 2023. And yeah, my camera skills weren't great. They're probably not that great still now, to be honest. But yeah, they weren't fantastic. And I ended up going the wrong way as well. I followed Google Maps, which obviously doesn't account for canal towpaths and stuff. So I ended up walking on a lot of roads where there weren't any paths, and it was just an absolute shit show. So yeah, looking forward to it. 15.4 miles, so it's a good day's hiking. The sun is just coming up, it's looking absolutely stunning. There's mist in the fields, bit of frost on the grass there as well, bit of a frosty one this morning. And that's the route ahead. That is the Dougie feeder, or one of many. So the River Douglas actually runs down there. If I can show you it later, I will do. But yeah, that's, if the canal overflows, then the water will, there's a gap here, water will go underneath, flow down there, and then it will feed the River Douglas. However, this whole area is subject to a bit of flooding if it gets worse. Can you, I don't know if you can see it, see that little bit there? It's the sun peeking up. We're obviously not going to get a decent view of it because the trees are in the way, but Hi boy, look at that. Just look. That alone, the sun peeking through the clouds, the mist, that whole skyscape there. That is just beautiful. I'll leave it on for a couple more seconds instead of my hand waving away in front of it. Bloody gorgeous. Now I'm not going to lie, from a selfish point of view as well, I'm hoping this towpath is this empty the entire way. That'd be nice. But being as it's a Saturday, I'm not holding out much hope. You can't beat a good cold, crisp morning all to yourself. Nature. There's probably not been one human around this area all night. Probably the first one. You've got pheasants. The mist is going up, the sun's coming up. The colours there are just stunning with the red and the oranges there. And the canal and the mist on the canal. I'm probably waffling, but if you're as into the outdoors as I am, these sort of mornings, my God, do you appreciate them? Because they are stunning. Asked the missus what one to wear today, but she suggested the green, so we've gone for the green today. Which is alright because it's December, it's festive. But yeah, that's a new bit of kit. And then I'll just take it down here. We're actually trying out the Salomon X Ultra 360s for the first time. This is their first proper walk. Sorry if you zoomed in on me then. Once again, at least once on every video, I forget to turn that zoom off. Yeah, so this is their proper first actual hike. There's a squirrel, oh, he's just gone up the tree now. He was running right towards me then. See if I can get him before he goes up that tree. He's just there, I don't know if you can see him. He's on this tree here. He's playing hide and seek. There he is. He's gone up. He's not playing ball with me. Whatever side I'm on, he's on the opposite. So, hey ho. So obviously the pinnacle, being as I'm near a canal, and I have seen the odd one or two in the past, the pinnacle will be a kingfisher. Now if I can see a kingfisher on this walk, I will be mega happy. I don't know if any of you have seen kingfishers in the wild, but they are incredible. Anywho, I've got a bad habit of going off on one, and so yeah, new lid, testing out the Salomons, see how they go. They're very comfortable at the minute. I've not actually properly broke them in yet, so I was a bit worried, but they need breaking in eventually, because I'm hoping if they can last up until then, which they should do. I'm hoping these are the ones I'm going to be wearing when I do the coast to coast in what we got 5 months time. So fingers crossed on that one. But yeah, they are comfortable. They've not got laces. It's like a pull cord, and then you just tighten that up. Due to warrant. I don't know if you can see it on that little bendy wendy branch there. There's a kingfisher just there. I'll see if I can get close. And if you can see its orange chest. Oh, there he goes, flying away. There's the blue. He's just on that branch around about here. See his orange chest again. I'm hoping I don't spook him being on the other side of the canal. How's that for luck, me saying that? And then within seconds there's one there. I'm going to shut up now because I really don't want to spook him. I'm really hoping the camera picked up. There he goes again. Yeah, he's not liking me being too close. Yeah, he's buggering off right down the other end of the canal. Well, I'm really hoping that came out on the camera. I'll be gutted if it didn't. But at the same time, I'm absolutely buzzing I've just seen that. One of the perks of getting up at the crack of dawn and coming down, I suppose. No one else here. Long may that continue. So that there's the River Douglas that I was on about, that those feeders drain into. Not the sort of brown foam, it's not the most delightful of rivers, unfortunately. But where are there any delightful looking rivers these days? Not that many about anymore, unless you're in the lakes or the peaks. Right, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to carry on walking, obviously, and then I'll bring you back when something else happens or something occurs. What a morning, what a morning. It is stunning. Who doesn't love a canal boat? Come on. Look at that. Barbecue there, benches there, bird feeders. Ducks going past you next to the canal. Yes, please. Jesus Christ. Generally, there's a monkey there, or monkey statue. This bit's just genius. You see the alligator there. He's got a plastic hand in it. If you weren't paying attention or you're in a kayak, you get a fright of your life. Absolutely love it. So this is where I cocked up the first time I did it a couple of years back. Oh yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah, I went up there, turned left, and then it was just road walking and all sorts. Not great. So we're going to carry on underneath bridge number 38, and then it'll bend round to the left and we'll be in Parbold, which I'll show you, and then you just crack on from there. So now we're doing it properly. There's just something about walking down a canal that's very therapeutic. Some even call it romantic. Each to their own. But I find it very therapeutic. Walking down the towpath, canal behind you, canal in front of you, canal boats moored along the side, other people enjoying it, wildlife. I mean, what more can you ask for? It is beautiful. Yeah, look at that one now, look. See them all in the trees there, look. Showed my age there now, and I'm fascinated with birds and all different variations and whatnot. I think that's my nan coming out of me, I think. She loved her birds. Imagine living in one of them. Wouldn't say no to that, would you? So yeah, we've just come around the corner now. That there that you can see in front of you, around here, that's Parbold. We'll pop up that little hill and I'll just show you. So yeah, this is little Parbold. That there, went in there several years back and had a pie, steak and ale pie. My God, it was stunning. But we are talking about a while back. Nice muddy path, beautiful. And then we're back on the canal, so we've changed sides. So we were over there a second ago. Go up and over the bridge and then carry on. to this slop fest. I've slipped a couple of times, but thankfully held it. Yeah, this might slow us down a little bit, unfortunately. We'll see. If you can see it through the sun glare, but there's an old World War II pillar box there, which I think it is anyway. How random's that on a canal? Like an old school U-boat going down the canal or something. Very strange, didn't expect that. So it reminds me of the canal crossing of, or canal crossings I should say, of Great Glen Way. Loving that. Brilliant. Love these little bungalows as well, stunning. I've not brought you back properly for a bit because I'm just trying to get some miles under my belt, because like I said before, I am racing. Oh, we've got that thing there, so you know me, I don't like really talking to camera. Well, I'm talking to you at the end of the day. When people are around, I didn't see him coming. He just gave me the weirdest look. You never watch YouTube, sir? This is how we do it. A whopping great big nest up there. I don't know what that's for. Maybe a bird of prey or something. I don't know if it's big enough for that though. Camera's probably not doing it justice, but it is big, don't get me wrong. Or maybe you can fit a kite in there or something, I don't know. But yeah, what a year, wow. Been a fantastic year for just being outdoors and all sorts really. So Great Glen Way, Oldswater Way, done a few, did plan on doing a third one, but the cold bug got the better of me that weekend, so I was fuming because I was looking forward to that one. But we'll get that one boxed off next year. I was going to say this year then, next year. But yeah, Great Glen Way, Oldswater Way, done a good couple of wild camps, a couple of bits for the local series, which is now called the local playlist because I've had a little tweak of the channel. Yeah, onwards and upwards. My subscriber count, I'm mega chuffed with that. Obviously again, I'm not in the thousands yet or whatever, but you know, in time that will come. But getting to where I am now with it, I didn't expect to get there, so I've surpassed what I was hoping on achieving this year. You know, I'm just being realistic, you know. I'm not one of them that just, like, you know, does these videos and think they're absolutely incredible. I should be hitting thousands, you know, thousands of views, thousands of subscribers. You know, if you guys want to watch these videos and you enjoy these videos, then please do subscribe, because there will be more in the future and hopefully for a long time to come. But you know, I don't expect you to subscribe, you know, it is what it is. I just enjoy making them, and I enjoy making them for you, or for whoever watches, you know. I enjoy being in the outside and documenting where I'm going and what I'm doing. Funky, innit? I don't know if you can see that, the front screen's just turned off, so I'm hoping you can. But yeah, like I said, I've not been down here for a while. So I think the last time I came down here, I think it was, what, 2009 maybe, I think? Probably even earlier than that. Came down here on the bike, and seeing little bits like this. Right, they're shaped as, I don't know, you probably can't see it, but it's shaped as fish or sharks or whatever. But little things like that jogs the memory a little bit, because I did get quite far on my bike before I had to turn around and come back. I just got carried away with myself. But I mean, look at that there, look at that for a shot. Through the bridge, down the canal, with that other bridge in the distance. Stunning. Look at that, that's fantastic. Well, it's not a boat apparently, it's a putty boat, but tell me you wouldn't like a canal boat looking like that. Like a little shed. I'd be mint that. Some of these boats though, they look a bit worse for wear. I'd love to have one myself and do it up and have a little jaunt down the canal, would be nice that. Yeah, this is our view at the minute. Not bad. Chasing my shadow. But yeah, I think about what? Maybe about 11ish, maybe 12, don't know. Depends how we go. We'll stop off. 12 obviously, we'll definitely stop if we haven't already, because that'll be lunchtime. Got some ham rolls, you northerners. Ham rolls and a couple of other little bits. I don't know if you can read that on that bridge, but 1848 that bridge. It's been there a while. There's quite a few pigeons. And that there, I'm going to assume is an old mill of some sort back in the day, which now looks like it's just residential flats. But yeah, definitely a mill of some sort way back when. We're not too far off Burska now. Swans there. You can't beat that smell of the canal boats. It smells amazing. This is Burska Wharf, so you've got a couple of restaurants, bars, cafe over there clearly. Only Scrans. That's absolutely fantastic. Whoever thought of that name needs a medal. That is brilliant. Thing is, you got kids meals there. They're not going to get the funny side of that. Yeah, this is Burska. There's the main high street there. Goes up and over the bridge, sorry about the sun glare, and then down that side. Just one big high street, and the canal runs right through it. But yeah, there's plenty of cafes over there if you want to get yourself something to eat quick or whatever, or top up. But yeah, otherwise you just go under the bridge, carry on down. Namaste. Carry on down. Some of these names on these canal boats are fantastic. So you got Namaste there, Mary Alice too. There was one, I can't wait to smell that. Oh god, that smells good. A couple of fancier ones that need a bit of a touch up. There was one that was a bit further down that was called whatever. Like I said, I keep it real, you guys. I'm chafing, which is not nice, and I feel like I've got a hot spot on the back of my left foot, which is also not very nice. Loving the old tractors there. Stunning them. How's this for a pub? The Slipway it's called. Look at that. Actually generally got like a little slipway there next to the swans there, grooming themselves. Very nice, isn't it? Very nice indeed. I don't actually think we've got that much of the canal left, to be fair. When we get to Scarisbrick Marina, that's when we come off, and then it's road walking and whatnot, which is a shame, but it's been a sight better than the last time I did it. So we are just about halfway. I've just checked the time, it's 10:47, so we're about 2.5 hours in, so it's not bad going, to be fair. There's a nice little pub there, Farmer's Arms of Bursker. I've gone past this in the summer because that's just jogged my memory there on the bike, and it was heaving, but it looks like a really nice pub, to be fair. One to visit in the future, that's for sure. I think this is as far as I've got, to be fair, or a little bit further up I think, and then I called it a day and turned round. Fuck me. Whoops, sorry about the French then. Apologies for the profanity there. I'm going to assume a pheasant just got moided. Scared the Jesus out of me. It's very, very close. It's 25 to 12. I'm going to stop now because this is just perfect. Scarisbrick is just round the corner behind you, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere decent like this next to the canal. Max, baby. So I'm just shy of 10 miles into this now. Scarisbrick Marina is bang smack 10 miles, and it's just around that corner. So I've literally walked non-stop 10 miles. I wonder why my feet were hurt. Set off at 20 past 8 and it's 11:42 now, so what's that, 3 and a bit hours to walk 10 miles? That's not bad going, that. bridge. So we're going to say goodbye to the canal, which I'm a little bit sad about, to be fair, because that's been a lovely walk. But yeah, you finish here where all these lovely little homes are. If you carry on round and kept going for another, I don't know, what, max another 15 miles maybe, give or take, you'll end up in Liverpool. Yeah, that's where we've just come from. We're now going up here to do some road and path walking, unfortunately. It's a Scarisbrook Marina. I don't know if you can just see it through the trees there. It's just a whopping great big marina. Yeah, that was gorgeous. I'll try and film as much as I can along this way now. But obviously, as you can appreciate and can hear right now, the road noise is quite busy, so we'll see what we can do. Might be some footage, just not me talking. So apologies for the lack of footage, guys. As you can see, I'm still on the road, and it's just way too noisy. I mean, if you can hear me over these cars now, you've done well, but having been on the canal for a few hours, then coming into this is a bit of a kick in the knackers. That's the part of this hike, unfortunately. I don't know if you can see that little black dot there. It's a kestrel. It was just hovering above its nest a second ago. There you go. The camera don't really do it justice, but it's just hovering, watching. Probably watching me, to be fair, so I best move off. Yeah, still on this road. Yeah, sit rep on the old blister front. I've got a whopper on the back of my left foot. My toes on my left foot, smaller ones, they're in bits, and now I can start. I've got a big one coming underneath my big toe on my right foot now, so yeah, not great. I'm going to get to Southport regardless, but yeah, not ideal, to be fair. So as you can tell, we have made it home. We did get to Southport before the sun set, so that's a bonus. I did want to go to the cafe bit and have a beer or a bit of scran to celebrate, but yeah, my feet were destroyed, so I'm not going to show you my actual feet because we're not a foot fetish channel, but I have got a sizable blister. So say that's my feet, toes. I've got a sizable blister round about here on the pad. The back of my left foot is appalling. That blister is biblical, and then there's a couple on top of my littler toes on my left foot as well, and chafing. I'm not even going to go into that because you really don't want to know. It's horrendous. So yeah, I've had a mare on that walk. Don't let it ruin it for you, because it is a fantastic walk. I may have had my ailments today, but the walk itself is brilliant. One thing I will remind you is, if you do that walk, and when you get to Scarisbrook Marina and come off and go on the roads, please make sure you've got headphones or something, because yeah, it's monotonous being next to that road. And then obviously, if you haven't got as many ailments as me, then obviously when you get to Southport, you can go to any bar, pub, cafe, whatever on the seafront and enjoy yourselves. But yeah, on a downer, I don't think I'm going to be wearing them Salomon X Ultra 360s again. If it's going to turn my feet into mash. I did buy them primarily for the coast to coast later on in the year, but I think I'm just going to go back to the Caramore Harakas because they are fantastic shoes. I don't even know why I bothered changing them, but you got to try it, yeah. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with those Salomons. Might give them away, I don't know. Remains to be seen. Watch this space on that one. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done already, please do subscribe. Jump onto the channel, have a look. There are other videos there, through hikes, wild camps, reviews, etc. And yeah, like I said, please do think about subscribing because I am going to be putting on more and more videos. And hopefully 2026 is even better than what this year's been. So cheers guys, thanks for watching.